Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to another AutoAudiography. This week we're going to be taking a look at, or I'm going to be telling you about me and Green Day's Dookie. Okay, so Dookie by the band Green Day came out in 1994 on Reprise Records. Everybody knows this album. I mean, there's like five different singles on this. Longview, Welcome to Paradise, Basket Case. I think She was a single, and then When I Come Around, I think, were the singles off this album. Maybe not She, but so four at least I know that were like pretty massive hits. 1994, I was the ripe age of 12, going on 13. The world of music was still kind of looking for the next big Nirvana. You know, I think Nevermind came out in 92. So alternative music was going super strong. Then all of a sudden, this gem pops up, and it's like the new wave of pop punk, if you will, that erupts. And like most of teenage children in America, I was just pulled in. Longview being the first single off the album, getting tons of radio play and video play on MTV when they used to play music. And it's a song all about jerking off. So, what better song to describe teenage years than that, you know? So, I like I said, I was 12, 13 at the time, so 7th, 8th grade, in that area, in that period where I was finding my own music. I was into punk rock already, just at a smaller level, because nothing that I was listening to was getting airplay. And then, like I said, suddenly Longview was all over the radio. When I Come Around was all over the radio. You know, videos popping up of Green Day, and just kind of like got brought into it. So I got into it, really enjoyed it. The album holds up. It's fantastic. Just about every song on here is great. One thing about Green Day, years later, I was working at the mall. This was probably around 2000-ish. Well, probably 2002 maybe? Around there. Green Day was on tour, and I don't know what album. I want to say it was for Warning. Pretty sure Warning came out right around then, or they were touring right around then for Warning. And I was working at a pretzel shop in the mall, and right across the hallway was Hot Topic. So Hot Topic being the alternative punk goth kids store. I had friends who worked there because at the time I was a metal punk kid. Anyway, sitting there working one night, and all of a sudden I see Trey Cool walk into Hot Topic. And I was like, what the hell? So I was working with a guy named Billy. And I was like, Billy, I was the manager, by the way. So I was like, Billy, handle the store. I'll be right back. So I run across the hall, and I see Trey Cool just in Hot Topic looking around. And I walk up to him, and I was like, excuse me. I just saw you walk in the store from across the hallway, and I think I know who you are. And he was like, yeah? I was like, are you the drummer for Green Day, Trey Cool? And he was like, yeah, I am. I was like, you guys are playing tomorrow at the Palace of Auburn Hills. He was like, yep, yeah, we are. I was like, oh, man, I've loved you guys for a real long time, and I think you guys are great, yada, 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 just doing the fanboy spiel. And a friend of mine, Anna, who worked at Hot Topic, sees me, and she comes up, and she was like, oh, my God, and she starts talking to him, and we're just standing there, three of us talking, and he just says, are you guys busy tomorrow night? I was like, not really. He was like, what's your names? So give him our names, and he was like, okay, I'll have tickets and backstage passes for you at will call. Just make sure you're there. And we were like, whoa, what? Okay, rad. So he was like, I gotta go eat, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. I was like, fuck, what? Okay. So he walks out of the store, goes down the hall a little bit to Rainforest Cafe, where I see Mike Dirt sitting there at the bar drinking. And I was like, what the fuck? This is crazy. So, Anna and I plan to meet up the next night and go to the show. I go back to work, and I was like, hey, Billy, I know you don't work tomorrow, but can you cover my shift? He was like, what's going on? I was like, I just got freaking tickets and backstage passes to the Green Day Blink-182 show. And he was like, oh, sure, hell yeah. Because he was super into music too, just kind of the harder stuff. So he wasn't going to the show. So anyway, we go to the show the next night, go to Will Call, get our passes and all that, and meet up with the trombone player from Green Day. Just this big fucking dude who was playing trombone at the time. And he's like, hey, Trey told me to come meet up with you guys. Come on backstage. We'll just hang out for a while until the show starts. Then you can go to your seats and watch the show and then come back here if you want. I'm like, fuck yeah. So we go backstage, and back outside where the tour buses were, we meet up with the guys. Billy Joe was there, Mike, Trey, stood there, shook their hands, talked to them, bullshit a little bit, and they go into the green room and all that. And I remember the band Saves the Day was the first band to open for them, and I was super into them at the time too. So we go out and we sit in our seats, watch them play. Then Green Day comes on. It was a co-headlining tour, Green Day and Blink-182, and Blink-182 was playing last that night. So we sit in our seats, watched Save the Day, watched Green Day, went backstage, saw the guys from Save the Day. I met Chris, the singer, songwriter / guitarist now, but told him loved the band, loved the music. He was super nice, super cool. Hung backstage for a little while, and then got to go onto the side of the stage while Blink-182 played. So we were standing on the side of the stage watching Blink-182 with the guys from Green Day. It was a pretty epic night. It was pretty cool. So yeah, that was awesome. And that was my experience with Green Day. And anyway, yeah, Dookie. Great album. I'll see you guys later. Bye.